Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this lecture, we will discuss processing and preservation of fish along with value-added fishery products. Fish, however, is more susceptible to spoilage than certain other animal protein foods such as meat and eggs. To prevent spoilage of fish, any form of preservation is necessary. Preservation means keeping the fish after it has landed in a condition wholesome and fit for human consumption for a short period to few days or for a long period to over a month or over few months. During the period of preservation, the fish is kept as fresh as possible with minimum losses in its flavor, taste, odor, form, nutritive value, weight, and digestibility of its flesh. The preservation should cover the entire period from the time of capturing the fish to its sale at the retailer's counter. Methods of preservation. Normally, there are two types of preservation methods used for fish. One is short method and other is long duration preservation of the fish. For shorter period storage, usually chilling technique is practiced. This is obtained by covering the fish with a layer of ice. Ice is effective for short-term preservation, such as is needed to transport that landed fish to nearby markets or to canning factories. Here, autolytic enzyme activity are checked by lowering the temperature. If you want to preserve your fish for longer periods of time, then the fish is usually passed through cleaning, gutting, and conservation state. After that, it is stored. In cleaning and gutting stage, the caught fish are usually washed thoroughly in cold water to remove bacteria, slime, blood, feces, and mud from the body surface of that fish. It is being done under proper sanitary conditions. Large fish are usually gutted, that is their internal organ or visceral organs are removed and the body cavity is washed. For conservation and storage, conservation is necessary to keep the dead fish in a fresh condition for quite a long time. This is achieved by employing any one of the methods like freezing, drying, salting, smoking, and canning. Freezing. How fish is freezed? Freezing means removal of heat from the body to check enzymal, bacterial action and putrefaction. It is preferred to store the fish under lower temperature. When fish is intended to be stored for a longer period, quick freezing is preferred, which inhibits the bacterial action. During quick freezing, every part of the product comes in within the range of 0 to -5 degrees centigrade. Properly frozen fish at -20 degrees centigrade retain its physical properties, nutritive value for a year or more and is almost as good as fresh fish. There are three ways effecting quick freezing: direct immersion of fish in the refrigerating medium, indirect contact with the refrigerant through plates, forced convection of the refrigerated air directed at the heat transfer surface. In general, different methods of freezing are adapted through like sharp freezers, air blast freezer, contact plate freezer, immersion freezing, liquid freon freezing, liquid nitrogen freezing, fluidized bed freezers, and cryogenic freezing. Among various types of quick freezing plants installed around the world, the carrier air blast type is most widely used. The air blast freezer is in the form of a tunnel and heat transfer is effected rapidly by circulation of air. The temperature used range is usually between 0 to -30 degrees centigrade and air velocity varies from 30 to 1050 meters per minute. This is what is freeze brine? This is a modified deep freezing completely eliminate all chances of denaturation. The deep frozen fish at minus 20 degrees centigrade is then dried by direct sublimation of ice to water vapors without any melting into liquid water. This is achieved by exposing the frozen fish to 140 degrees centigrade in a vacuum chamber. This fish is then packed and canned in dried conditions. The product is quite fresh looking in appearance, flavor, color and quality. Salting. Salting is a process where common salt, sodium chloride, is used as preservative which penetrate the tissues, thus check the bacterial growth and inactivate the enzymes. Some of the factors involved in salting of fish which play an important role are purity of that salt, quantity of salt used, and method of salting, and weather conditions like temperature. During the process, the small fish are directly salted without being cleaned. In medium and large size fish, the head and viscera are removed and longitudinal cuts are made with the help of knives in the fleshy areas of the body. Then the fish is washed, filled with the salt of uniform penetration through flesh. Large fish like sharks are cut into convenient sized pieces, generally sardines, mackerels, shearfish, catfish, sharks, and prawns are used for salting. Dry salting and wet salting and are the methods employed in salting of fish. Dry salting. In this process, the fish is first rubbed with the salt, packed in layers in the tubs, and cemented tanks. The salt is applied in between the layers of the fish in the portion of about 1/3 to 1/8 ratio. Salt to fish. The proportion of salt to fish varies with the fish, since oily fish require more salt at the end of about 10 to 24 hours. Fish are removed from the tubs and washed in salt brine and dried in sun for about 2 to 3 days. In wet salting, the clean fish are put in previously prepared concentrated salt solution. It is stirred daily till it is properly pickled.